Hey guys, it's Wednesday. I say that every single Wednesday. I say, hey, it's Wednesday. Well, duh, it's Wednesday. That's why I'm making my video. I hope you're all doing well. Sounds like we've all had a really stressful week so far. Mine's still going. Actually, I have a ton of homework, and I got really stressed out earlier and scarfed down a Butterfinger and some vanilla Coke to make me feel better. Eat candy when I'm stressed. Maybe I should try eating celery when I'm stressed. Thing to look into. Last weekend was good. We went... Oh, just kidding. Last weekend wasn't that great, actually. I went out with my friends. We went to this party on Spicer Street, which means nothing to you, but it's like sketchy mix sketch, and went to this house that my friend Cody knew who lived there. He was throwing the party. We went there. Totally sucked. There were douchebags everywhere, and we went with a bunch of freshmen that Liz had become friends with, just like, from down the hall and everything, and this one girl was totally like smashed and leaning all over this other guy and everything. They ended up making out. I don't know what's going on there anymore. But anyway, so we wanted to leave the party because it was awful, and when we exited the house, it was pouring. It was pouring rain, and it was like icy rain, like freezing cold. And so there was another party that everybody was going to go to, so we're all going, and then half of my friends start sprinting to this other house, and then there's this freshman behind me who's in high heels who's not running. So I was like, shit, I'd better stay with the freshman. I don't want her to get raped and beaten to death. So I stayed with her, and then lost our friends, didn't know where to go, so we went back. So Adam's friend Dave was here from high school. He's stayed with Adam this weekend, so he was with us, and so we walked back, like, literally more than across campus. We had to go... It seemed like forever because we were soaking wet. Like, I was soaked completely through. And we came back upstairs, like I was dripping water. And came back upstairs, and I went to go take a hot shower, and I couldn't because I had, like, hypothermia and, like, frostbite. And it was too hot. The water was too hot for me to shower. So finally I warmed up. I went over to Adam's room and hung out with him and Dave for a while. And then the next morning, the three, Adam, Dave, and I, went out to breakfast, which was actually really nice. We went to the Eye Opener and got, like, pancakes and stuff, and Dave hung out for a while. He's really cool. I'm talking about where we want to live next year, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be living with my friend Elise, whom you haven't met, but she's really awesome, and I think we're going to get apartments. They're called Envision Apartments, and they're kind of on South Campus, which is the sketchy area of campus, but there's a ton of security, and they're brand new. Like, they're a year old, so next year they'll be 2 years old. But they're really nice, and they're completely furnished. So I think we're going to do that. Yeah, and what else? I mean, I'll talk about why I'm wearing this hat. I got my hair cut over the summer. It was like about here. That's where I got it cut. And that was in order to chop off like this much. I had like this much of nasty hair from when I dyed it infinite amount of times and bleached it, and so it was just totally dead hair and nasty and gross. So I went in and I asked her to cut it all off, and she was like, okay. So she cut my hair to here, and that was all like the healthier hair. And she was like, my hairdresser was like, oh, you can't dye it again until, all of the dyed hair grows out. Like, it was still dyed to here. It wasn't my natural hair color. Unless, she was like, if you dye it right now, you're going to get that color buildup again, which is what we just chopped off. So I would recommend waiting to dye your hair. So I was like, okay. October, it's almost been 4 months. and I'm so bored with it. And I just got so frustrated, and it was like on a whim, and I went and I got it like cut. Like, I'm hiding it under this hat because it's really short. Like, all I want is my natural hair color. Cut the rest off. And she was like, okay. So she did, and this was probably one of the worst decisions I've made with my hair. I guess this is going to be the slow-mo part where I take off my hat and show you guys what it looks like, because you're my friends, and I trust you not to laugh too bad. Okay?